account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-841-0908. 800-841-0908. Don't wait. Call now. 800-841-0908. 800-841-0908.
2 minutes before the top of the hour, I saw a tweet from Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin saying that the administration will seek an additional $250 billion to help bolster small businesses and keep them from laying off workers. He's spoken with the leaders of Congress, both parties, and everybody seems to want to get moving. That's Wednesday's First Light. Thanks to producer David Oziel, associate producer Kathy Johnson, audio engineer Alex Hinton, and Bob Burnell at First Light Station WOSH in Oshkosh, Wisconsin for joining us this morning. I'm Michael Toscano. Wash those hands.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
The coronavirus outbreak seeming to be easing a bit in some places, including New York State, which had been the epicenter for the past few weeks, but it was still a very deadly day in the U.S. yesterday as more than 1,800 people died from COVID-19, a record for coronavirus fatalities in one country in a single day. There have been around 400,000 confirmed cases and nearly 13,000 deaths in the nation. Meanwhile, many in Congress are talking about a second stimulus package to try to help American workers and businesses, but some Republicans in particular are resistant to that, at least for now. Glenn Grothman is a congressman representing the 6th District in Wisconsin.
$2 trillion spent already, and we're going to have lower tax receipts because people are not working, which means we're just going to have a massive deficit this year.
USA Radio News.
Balance of Nature, changing the world, one life at a time.
I attribute your product to keeping me cold-free. I've been on it for at least 2 years. I have not had a cold since, nor have I ever had flu, and my health is good. So I attribute that to my good health. The product is excellent.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code USA.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Annual spring religious celebrations by Jews, Christians, and Muslims will be very different this year as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. Rabbi Noah Marin says that people should forego the usual large gatherings for the greater good.
He who saves one life, it is as if he has saved the entire world. We actually have the ability in this unusual circumstance to save lives.
Rabbi Marans, who's with the American Jewish Committee, was speaking to NBC News. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson entering his third day of intensive care today as a result of the virus. A junior health minister in Britain says Johnson's in stable condition in an intensive care unit. He's comfortable and in good spirits. He has been given oxygen, but he's not on ventilation at this time. A branch of the UN is predicting this coronavirus could wipe out the equivalent of 195 million full-time jobs around the world. And this is USA Radio News.
At the American Veterinary Medical Association annual convention in Washington, D.C., I spoke with Dr. John Howe, AVMA president, about One Health.
One Health is really a collaboration between physicians and veterinarians or public health officials. For example, in Minnesota, our state public health veterinarian deals with zoonotic diseases, rabies, for example. Animals are sentinels for humans, and humans are sentinels for some infections in animals.
There's more valuable information at avma.org.
Wisconsin went forward with yesterday's scheduled primary despite the pandemic, but while the votes were cast, they are not being counted right away. The state's election commission saying that results from the election yesterday won't be reported until sometime early next week. The nation's second largest city will be requiring people to wear masks soon because of the outbreak. Anyone in Los Angeles who leaves their home will have to have their mouth and nose covered starting this Friday. If not, businesses from grocery stores to pharmacies will be legally allowed to refuse people service. Hulk Hogan says the world has a disease and Jesus is the cure. The pro wrestler on Instagram yesterday saying that God will end the coronavirus if mankind repents for its sins and idolatry. The Hulkster comparing it to the biblical plagues of Egypt, saying God has taken away everything humans worship, shutting down stadiums, civic centers, theaters, and even the economy all around the world. And it's the end of an era as Modern Family wraps up its 11-season run on the ABC network tonight. It's been around for 250 episodes, and it's won over 20 Emmys. It will finish up with an hour-long special finale this evening. Find us online anytime. We're always at usaradio.com. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
Much of today will be dry around the state. A few places could see a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, mainly across the southern counties. A cold front will then sweep across the state tonight, with the area most likely to get hit with strong to severe thunderstorms being the northern and eastern counties. Tomorrow and Friday will be dry with some sun. Then clouds return for the weekend, and a developing storm could mean a lot of rain and some strong thunderstorms, especially Saturday night into Easter Sunday. Times of clouds and sun.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here's an important announcement from Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. We've been deemed an essential business and are therefore open regular hours for your convenience. Now would be a perfect time to visit this gorgeous 5-acre garden and select the very best buys for your yard. Right now, they're having a terrific tree sale. Your chance to get nice-sized trees, almost 5 feet tall, a huge selection for as little as $19.99. Choose from dogwood, elderberry, golden rain tree, beautyberry, even live oak, just $19.99. Other specials, large and stately Italian cypress, just $22.99, and blueberry trees are on BOGO. If you wish, you can order by phone, and your purchase will be delivered curbside to your car. Come to the garden. This week, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. Daily till 4:30, still in the same place since 1952.
Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
I'm Jan from Palm Garden. The well-being and safety of our residents is our top priority and at the heart of every decision we make. There are no visitors permitted in our center, but family members are encouraged to reach out by phone or Skype, Facebook or FaceTime. Everyone is screened daily and wears a mask. New guests are tested and quarantined for 14 days. The response to these measures has been overwhelmingly positive. Thank you for your support and partnership. We are Palm Garden.
The Paycheck Protection Program under the CARES Act provides 100% federally guaranteed loans to small businesses. Available to businesses with fewer than 500 employees. Funds can be used towards payroll costs, rent, utilities, and interest on mortgages. Small businesses are encouraged to get, gather, and go. Get informed by visiting getgathergo.com. There you can gather the needed information and go apply as soon as the SBA program opens with local lenders. For info, visit getgathergo.com to get your business ready to apply.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention and God bless America.
Pals Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. Pals makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. Pals team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give Pals a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? Pals looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen Silver Springs has been serving yummy foods and ice cream made fresh to order for 46 years. Their gift cards are perfect for those you love for any occasion. Our ice cream cakes are awesome. And as far as grilled foods, DQ does it right. From grilled chicken to our famous foot-long chili dogs. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, President of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
WOCA.
A mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the day today. High 88 to 93. For tonight, partly cloudy and warm, low 69 to 71. A seasonably warm day tomorrow with periods of clouds and sunshine. Thursday's high 86 to 92. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low 69 to 71. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Folks, in answers to hundreds of calls and messages, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been deemed an essential business and is open regular hours Monday through Saturday during the current crisis. So take a few moments, check the deals on Bob's website, bobwinescamelliagardens.net, and give us a call with your order. We'll have it ready, curbside, and you won't even have to leave your car. This week, Bob has 6 agapanthus, just $35.99. Gorgeous Gerber daisies, not $4.99, just $2.99. Azaleas as low as $2.99. And citrus trees starting at $59.99 with a free bag of fertilizer. And by all means, check the tree deal. Nice-sized trees, many varieties, ready to grow now, starting at just $19.99. So check the ad, check us out, then come on out to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens a 5-acre open-air garden on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Daily till 4:30 and the same blooming place since 1952.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
I thought I told you to call Mike Scott Plumbing to get this leak fixed.
I did call the plumbers. They were just here.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me Mike Scott Plumbing was just here?
Well, not exactly.
Well, then who exactly was here?
You know, the other plumbers. They were having a sale.
Is that why there's duct tape on my toilet?
Wait, I don't see any, that duct tape. Well, at least it matches the grout color.
There's a reason we only call Mike Scott Plumbing. They're on time, every time. They don't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. And most importantly, and I need you to pay attention on this part, they actually fix it.
Okay, so you want me to try to fix it?
Yes, I do. By calling Mike Scott Plumbing, like you should have done in the first place.
Yes, dear. What's the number again?
You really should know this by heart. 866-314-4443.
Got it. 866-314-4443.
On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
Seriously? A helicopter?
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, including zero-turn mowers for your fence line finish, we also offer rototilling and fence row spraying. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, @yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Hey, this is Matt from Crossroad Auto Sales. I want to invite you to come over and check out our vehicles. All of our vehicles at Crossroad Auto Sales go through a rigorous 100-point safety inspection. We work with most outside finance companies, and we even have in-house financing available. Stop by today at 1800 Northwest 10th Street or give me a call at 690-6695. That's 690-6695. Crossroad Auto Sales. We won't leave you stranded at the crossroad.
The Centers is open for services. They can provide telehealth services via iPhone or Android cell phone or computer. Please call them at 352-291-5555.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Good morning. It's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome to AM Ocala Live on WOCA. And now, here's your morning host, Adam Micklin.
Good morning, Ocala. You're listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day. Oh, yeah. As
we wake up.
As we're making our way through this first full week of April here, as we get your morning started, AM Ocala Live, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall, streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA. This Source Radio. As it is Wednesday now, we got ourselves, like we said, moving and grooving through this week. As we had beautiful weather yesterday with some partly sunny skies, as we had more clouds roll in than what I was saying for the forecast for yesterday. A little disappointed as the evening came. I wasn't able to see the supermoon come up at the time that it was rising there in the east with some of the cloud coverage. But nonetheless, at certain points, the clouds moved and you got to see it. But last night was the full moon, supermoon for April, where it's been the closest it's been to Earth in many years, is 281,000 miles, which is kind of cool. As we had experienced yesterday a beautiful weather day again, where highs were near the upper 80s into the 90s for the afternoon, as it cooled down once the sun was starting to fall in the sky and the winds were nice and gentle. Now today they're calling for partly sunny skies, high near 86, with a light southwest wind becoming 8 to 13 miles per hour. So it's going to be a little bit of a windy day, but that's enough to have a nice breeze blowing with that warm 80-degree type of weather. As we move into tomorrow, beginning tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, rain in the forecast, as tonight will be increasing cloudiness with a low around 70, so it's going to feel a little bit muggy tonight. And then Thursday, 20% chance of showers before 9 a.m., so in the morning on Thursday. And then Thursday evening, 20% chance with west winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, bringing in a 50% chance of rain for Friday. That's after 9 o'clock. So Thursday, 20% chance Thursday night into Friday, more of a expectation for it with a 50% chance of rain with a little bit of wind, variable, and temperatures a little bit cooler as we move from Thursday to Friday. High on Friday, only 76 degrees with a low Friday night of 54 with a 30% chance of rain. Saturday, looking at 20% chance of slight showers, high near 81 as we get back with some warmer temperatures. Saturday night, chance of thunderstorms. And then Sunday, showers and breezy. So we've got some April showers to round out the week here after today, after it's hump day, after downhill from Wednesday, as it's much needed rain, as we talked with Carol Ann Baldwin yesterday about weather, as we always do when she's in the studio. Is we need some rain. We're still a little bit low on the state total for expectations of rain. I think we said by about 7 inches or so. So we could use the rain nonetheless, and why not get it now before we hit that drier season of end of April, May, knowing that by then June we'll have more of our humid afternoon thunderstorm type day with more of a rainy season that is the summertime. So some beautiful temperatures nonetheless, but just some more expectations of clouds and wind to bring in some much needed rain as that goes. Now with everything going on in lieu of COVID-19 and the novel coronavirus, as the pandemic continues to see ramped up numbers in certain places of the United States and the country here so far as even the death toll increasing and everything like that. The idea, though, on a brighter note, is the expectation of, with everybody being out of work and the economy and stuff, is the stimulus package that was signed 2 weeks ago, and the expectation of when the stimulus checks will be coming to a lot of Americans. We can expect those actually soon to be starting to be directly deposited into the accounts where people have that set up. And the sooner that happens with the direct deposits, then the sooner thereafter they will get the checks mailed out for those who do not have direct deposits. So with that in mind, the expectations of that is probably well needed pretty soon for a lot of people. So that's some good news on the front of, as the idea too is to keep your head on straight, as they say that coronavirus stimulus check scams are out to swindle you out of the $1,200, and they say there's quite a few things you should need to know. It says, do not give out your PayPal account information, social security number, bank account number, or anything else someone claims such information is essential for you to sign up for a stimulus check relating to the coronavirus pandemic. It's not. It's a scam. It's time to warn consumers once again that we need to practice some social distancing from the scammers. The FBI, state attorneys general, and other agencies are alerting Americans that phone calls, texts, or emails asking for personal or financial information to get the $1,200 federal payment are not legit. As Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel on Thursday issued what she called an urgent consumer alert relating to scammers who play up federal stimulus checks in other states. The Better Business Bureau has reported that the level of stimulus scams have gone through the roof. The real stimulus cash is likely to hit bank accounts within the next few weeks, but taxpayers don't have to sign up to get that money. That's the key. It says checks are expected to take obviously a little bit longer, and yes, some people could experience delays. However, it's estimated that as many as 150 million U.S. households will be eligible to receive full or partial payments, according to the Tax Pay Policy Center. So according to Nessel's alert, consumers are already reporting that they've received phishing emails that include phony websites that look official. And the scammers are demanding that potential victims provide PayPal, bank account, or other financial information to get much talked about stimulus check. That is part of the federal economic relief package. Anyone who receives such texts, emails, or such should ignore them or delete them. Never click on a link because it might download malware onto your computer. In some cases, fake phishing scams might ask for people's bank account information and insist $1,000 or more will be deposited directly into his or her bank account. Again, it's a scam. So with that in mind, too, it's an idea that for a lot of older folks who might think that is what's necessary for it, let them know that is not the case, as the phishing scams for the stimulus check are expected to ramp up, with emails and even phone calls and texts to the idea of asking for bank account information in lieu of financial stimulus. So they're saying take heed and understand that is are basically our scammers. They say consumers are not going to need to sign up for the stimulus check. It says under the program, all U.S. residents with an adjusted income up to $75,000, $150,000 if married, who are not dependent of another taxpayer and have work-eligible Social Security numbers are eligible for the full rebate check. They would receive $1,200 per adult, $2,400 married. As a part of a stimulus rebate, in addition, they're eligible for an additional $500 per child. This is true even for those who have no income, as well as those whose income comes entirely from the non-taxable means, tested benefit programs such as SSI benefits. According to the Senate compromise, no action will be required for the vast majority of Americans, as the Internal Revenue Service will use a taxpayer's 2019 return or 2018 return for information in order to send out money via direct deposit or check. The rebate amount is reduced by $5 for each $100 that a taxpayer income exceeds the phase-out threshold. The amount is completely phased out for single filers with incomes exceeding $99,000, $146,000 for head of household filers with one child, and $198,000 for joint filers with no children. See the IRS website at irs.gov/coronavirus for certain other updates coming right from the horse's mouth. Right now, the IRS is discouraging any calls about the checks, the stimulus checks, but they say check the website for updates in lieu of it coming. So just a little PSA out there for the start of the day, as we could see and expect the stimulus checks to start appearing in accounts here soon, maybe within the, I think they said in this last article, I'm going to look into a little bit more, within the latter half of this week. But from what I read yesterday, it was looking like it would be more towards next week, in the middle of next week with April 15th and everything like that. But either way, the idea of stimulus scams are expected and are increasing, they say, from the Attorney General. So be on the lookout for any fishy emails or phone calls to make sure you delete the emails or ignore the phone calls altogether. And if anybody asks you for any bank account information, it is a scam. We're going to be taking our break here now at the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour. When we come back, we'll be highlighting what we got coming up for you this show. Phone lines will be open, 622-9622. You're listening to WOCA Ocala, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source. Back after this.
News. I'm Chris Foster. President Trump's threatening to withhold money from the World Health Organization over its response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
He tells Fox's Hannity,
every step that they made, everything that they said was wrong, and always in favor of China.
WHO declared the disease a public health emergency back on January 20th, 43 days before President Trump declared a national emergency in the U.S.
Fox's Jill Nato. It'll be at least Monday until results from Wisconsin's presidential primary and local elections are in, voting that happened in person despite coronavirus stay-at-home orders after court rulings against postponing the date or extending the absentee ballot deadline.
I think that lawmakers care more about their politics than people's safety. I'm Republican, and now I'm kind of like, I'm a little frustrated with everybody.
America's listening to Fox News.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. At Ace, we always have been and always will be committed to our local communities because we're here to help others. So in this time of need, your local Ace remains open. And since we're in your neighborhood, we can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for the home or yard products you're looking for. And choose from top brands like Steel, Ego, Toro, and Scotts. Then you can pick up in-store, curbside, or we'll deliver your order right to your door. Help is just around the block. See acehardware.com for details.
With a Marcus by Goldman Sachs no penalty CD. There's a typo, a fixed rate guaranteed and no penalties if you withdraw your balance early?
That's right, no penalties.
Really?
Take two.
With a Marcus by Goldman Sachs no penalty CD, you get a fixed rate of 1.7% for 7 months. There are no penalties if you withdraw your balance early. And you keep the interest you earned. You can money with Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Learn more at Marcus.com.
$500 minimum balance required to earn stated annual percentage yield, which may change before account is funded. May withdraw full balance beginning 7 days after funding. Rates as of March 20th, 2020. Goldman Sachs Bank USA. Member FDIC.
WOCA. Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. but sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
A mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the day today. High 88 to 93. For tonight, partly cloudy and warm, low 69 to 71. A seasonably warm day tomorrow with periods of clouds and sunshine. Thursday's high 86 to 92. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low 69 to 71. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Well, the new year is upon us, and that means getting to those forgotten projects that you promised you would. So whether you're tackling a small honey-do list or building the Taj Mahal, Sunbelt Rentals will help you get the job done right with the right tools. From carpet cleaners to excavators, Sunbelt Rentals has what you need. So what are you waiting for? Get it done. Rent it now from Sunbelt Rentals, located on Highway 27, just a half-mile east of I-75, or visit sunbeltrentals.com. Get it done. Rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security, 629-3223.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
The Centers is open for services. They can provide telehealth services via iPhone or Android cell phone or computer. Please call them at 352-291-5555.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Good morning, Ocala. You're listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA The Source, as we're about 25 minutes before the top of the 8 o'clock hour, as we are streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA The Source Radio, and broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall on this Wednesday, this day of April 8th, the day of Passover, as it is, as we're within the religious calendar for Passover, which is today, as a little different, as we were talking to with the ideas of Easter coming up this weekend, just how different some of these holidays are now in lieu of the coronavirus pandemic. As they mentioned here, some Passover traditions that change as the coronavirus spreads. It says, despite stay-at-home orders and social distancing guidelines, Jewish Americans will still celebrate Passover, one of the most significant holidays of the year, as Pesach, is that how you say it? As it's called in Hebrew, is observed from sundown Wednesday to April 16th. The traditional Passover, or ceremonial dinner, includes eating symbolic foods and reciting the biblical story of Exodus, when God freed the enslaved Jews of more than 3,000 years ago. The coronavirus pandemic, with its public health mandates against gatherings, has spurred synagogues and families to alter their Passover celebration this year, and some of them substituting some ideas with the idea of Zoom to kind of go together on FaceTime or basically online to spend time within their own household, but then share that via the technology through and through with their families as they're expected to try different ideas and stuff to still make it feel like family coming together nonetheless. As we can all expect everything to change now within this world crisis and pandemic for the holidays that we go through. Kind of crazy. One of the interesting things in lieu of today is the end of an era, as today ABC's Modern Family, the show and sitcom, is coming to an end. ABC's Modern Family ends its remarkable 11-season run, which will be tonight, Wednesday night, after 250 episodes, big ratings, and 22 Emmy Awards, including 5 in a row for Best Comedy Series. The show, which allows the blended, multi-generational Pritchett, Dunphy, and Tucker clan say goodbye in a 1-hour season finale, which is tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, as preceded by retrospective at 8 o'clock. So Modern Family was considered revolutionary in 2009 when it included gay couple Mitch and Cam. Said co-creator Christopher Lloyd, "I don't think it feels revolutionary today, and that's a good thing, a sign of how much we've grown." Ed O'Neill, who plays the patriarch Jay, says family arrived at the right moment. It says that like every hit show, I always think it has to be the timing and what the country wants to see at a certain time. So that's kind of a crazy thing, as like we said, after that many seasons and that many awards and episodes beginning in 2009, comes to an end tonight with a 1-hour special. As that was a pretty good show when it started coming out. And it's amazing, too, just how a hit show comes on and then how many seasons it can last. And then when it's coming time to hang it up, so to speak, it makes me think about I think it was back in 2013 when the show The Office was coming to an end. And it was 2 weeks ago that we just talked about how, I don't know if I mentioned it on the air, I was talking to somebody about how The Office actually aired 15 years ago in 2005, which is incredible. So it's funny just how long shows can certainly run for, nonetheless. But speaking of shows, we've got a good show for you today, this Wednesday, this hump day, as we make our way through April 8th to get you through this first full week of April, as the expectations, like we said from the beginning of the week, to see where we're at, see where things are Monday, to see where we can end up, or see where things are going to go come Friday. And now we're in the meat and potatoes of the week to see what other news can come through and all that good stuff. But with that, we have a good show for you to get your day started this beautiful morning, which was calling for some patchy to dense fog in certain areas, which now has just brightened up to be absolutely beautiful, as we're, like I said, broadcasting here from the Paddock Mall. Just a thin layer of some scuzzy layer clouds that are real thin, that's allowing some blue sky and some sunshine to come through, and it's just gorgeous. So with that, it's going to be a good day nonetheless. Now with that, we have our phone lines open. If you'd like to give us a call, 622-9622. I think there might have been somebody calling there at the bottom of the hour there with our break for national news. Give us a call back, 622-9622. As we get to the top of the 8 o'clock hour, of course, we'll be doing our segment with Life South Community Blood Centers with the Director of Retention and Recruitment, which is Galen, as we will talk to him a little bit more about the blood supply. I know we left it out a little bit in lieu of some of the other things we were talking about. But nonetheless, just keep that conversation rolling as we give a shout-out to our sponsors of that segment with Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center and Penn Flooring. At the bottom of the 8 o'clock hour, we will be doing our news bits of news that you can chew as we see new news articles come through for what transpired yesterday into today, and we'll catch up on that a little bit. And we'll run that the best we can for the hour to where we get to the bottom of the 9 o'clock hour, which we'll have Laura Burns will call into the studio here, and we'll be talking with her as we did last week in lieu of everything that's kind of going on with the expectations of the unemployment assistance and all that we read an article yesterday with the expectations having the system that you use to apply for the unemployment. As we know, I'm sure a lot of listeners and everybody out there has had somebody who's had trials and tribulations trying to do what they need to do in lieu of getting the assistance to deal with the times that we're in, considering there's so many people that are unemployed at the moment due of the pandemic, that the governor said there out of Tallahassee that they'll be working with Career Source in lieu of getting more of that stuff taken care of and more information where they can go find it and how to adapt to the circumstances of the system needing to get better and everything else. But we'll be talking with Laura Burns in lieu of that, as she is with Career Source there for Citrus, Levy, and Marion. We'll be talking with her also about the idea of how there's actually, believe it or not, quite a few places, even within our community and county, that are hiring in much needed assistance with what's going on with the pandemic too. So we'll be talking with her. It'll be a lot of great information for anybody out there right now who feels a little bit oppressed in lieu of their financial situation based on the circumstances, and then also too with the idea of work and what's going to become of that, and so to speak. So with that, I was going to say stay tuned, because at 9:30 we will have Laura Burns in with our proud sponsors there, Career Source. Talk with them and see what we can't do to help you guys out. And then from there, that'll take us to the 10 o'clock hour. And at the 10 o'clock hour, of course, we'll be doing On This Day in History, our segment there, as we'll see what interesting factoids in history transpired on April 8th on this day, as we're going to span from 1935 as far back as 1904 all the way through 2013 for On This Day in History. And then we'll round out the show after that with some good stuff and go from there. So we're going to take a short little break, and when we come back, we'll have our phone lines open, 622-9622, and we'll get the conversation going and get this Wednesday on the up and up. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to WOCA Ocala, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Pals Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. Pals makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. Pals team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give Pals a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? Pals looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen Silver Springs has been serving yummy foods and ice cream made fresh to order for 46 years. Their gift cards are perfect for those you love for any occasion. Our ice cream cakes are awesome. And as far as grilled foods, DQ does it right. From grilled chicken to our famous foot-long chili dogs. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, President of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
WOCA. Folks, in answers to hundreds of calls and messages, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been deemed an essential business and is open regular hours Monday through Saturday during the current crisis. So take a few moments, check the deals on Bob's website, bobwinescamelliagardens.net, and give us a call with your order. We'll have it ready, curbside, and you won't even have to leave your car. This week, Bob has 6 agapanthus, just $35.99. Gorgeous Gerber daisies, not $4.99, just $2.99. Azaleas as low as $2.99. And citrus trees starting at $59.99 with a free bag of fertilizer. And by all means, check the tree deal. Nice-sized trees, many varieties, ready to grow now, starting at just $19.99. So check the ad, check us out, then come on out to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, a 5-acre open-air garden on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Daily till 4:30, and the same blooming place since 1952.
A mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the day today. High 88 to 93. For tonight, partly cloudy and warm, low 69 to 71. A seasonably warm day tomorrow with periods of clouds and sunshine. Thursday's high 86 to 92. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low 69 to 71. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
WOCA.
Listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. As we're getting your Wednesday started here, good morning, everybody. As beautiful this morning, as the supermoon now is starting to fall in the sky there to the west as it's starting to set off. So if anybody is up having their coffee this morning on the back patio, take a look out to the western side of the sky and see if you can't see it. As supermoon, as it's expected to be the closest it's been in a long time here to the Earth. And last night it was absolutely huge bright. It was actually kind of hard to look at. It was so bright, the sun reflecting off of that nonetheless. But we do have a caller this morning. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, Adam.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, wonderful. Yes, it was a super moon. I went out on a patio and I waited for the moon rise off in the distance, and it was really quite a sight to see. And interesting, my wife says, well, while you're out here enjoying the moon, she somehow found out that the space station would be visible at at 8:24 going across the sky. So I was out there enjoying the moon and looking for the space station, but I didn't see it at this time. But I had in the past. It looks like a kind of like a bright star going across the sky, real high in the sky for a few minutes. But an interesting evening. It certainly was a wonderful moonrise. And if a person is interested, again, on this Friday at 8:45 p.m., the space station would be probably visible in the skies if it's not cloudy.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. Yeah, I have yet to see it, the space station, and I heard it's kind of neat. Like especially too, if you have the opportunity to maybe set up a little telescope and stuff, you can definitely see it a lot better. And it's interesting. Yeah, from the way people describe it, it's kind of like you said, not like a shooting star, but like a little star cluster that seems to be moving, which is kind of neat.
A good pair of binoculars, you get up a little closer to it. But like I say, it looks like a kind of a bright star going. You don't see it from the horizon to the. You just usually it's kind of like straight up for about maybe a minute or two, and then it goes away. Yeah. But it's interesting. But the old moon there, that she really looked good last night, being 249 miles from Earth. You almost thought it would be closer.
Absolutely. I think I said 280 this morning, but it was actually that's where we were at.
Yeah.
I think it even said at one point 221,000 miles at the point of, and then we'll work just a little bit farther, but it'll still be close for the next 2 full moon phases with May. Well, it did with March and then April, and then it'll be with May. But
well, that was the first full moon this spring, so we're often running to a moon year.
That's right. It's interesting too, because when the reason I like seeing the moon and being a geek about it is I think every now and then when you look up there and you see something like that celestial object, it makes you feel a little small. It goes back to my theory as to why I think people love living on the coast or near the beach or coastlines. It's because the vastness of the ocean makes you feel just a little bit minuscule, and that's enough to make you feel just a little bit more grounded, more humble, knowing that you do have a place in this giant universe.
I myself, when I look at the moon, I always think of ever since civilization, everybody, all the life on Earth, all the people on Earth looked up at the moon. The moon hasn't changed a bit, but the Egyptians looked up there, and this people and those people, and it's the same moon, but all these what we are seeing right now is what they seen way back when.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, I think, like you said, that's one of the things that makes me feel a little passionate about it. Because, that's part of the reason why when you talk to a lot of people, for example, when visiting Paris, a lot of people want to see the Eiffel Tower. And that's a lot of people's opinion. Well, it's been around for so long, and for decades upon decades, and that's what people saw during World War II and so on and so forth. And that's what's interesting about that, like you said with the moon, it's been there for so long before even our existence, to the idea of other civilizations looking at it and maybe even thinking the same thing. And it is. And that's the kind of thing, like I said, it makes you feel a little bit small. And I think if you do feel that way, it's a good way to feel a little bit more humble, and it centers yourself. And what better time, right, to kind of enjoy that experience or have that reflection than a week like this, within springtime, April, and the idea of Easter, and today being Passover with the Jewish holiday. Like what an interesting way to reflect, knowing that you can feel that humbleness in a week that's a little bit special to the idea of spirituality nonetheless. So it amongst everything that the world itself is going through with this crisis, and when you think about the world going through it, we're kind of at the peak of what we're dealing with it as a country, because some other parts of the world have dealt with it earlier in the year and are coming on the back end of it. So, for example, with South Korea and even Wuhan, China, and here we are amongst the pinnacle of it for ourselves, and dealing with what everybody has been dealing with, but having their own perspective on it, because everybody's dealing with it in a different way or having an experience with it a different way. And what a way to, and that's the moment to say, Let's pause. Even just something simple as looking at the moon is just enough to say, like, oh, hold on a minute. Let's get grounded. Let's center ourselves, if you will.
Very good, yeah. And of course, let's remember too, without the moon, there would not be life on Earth.
That's exactly right. And I wondered too, in mentioning too with the tides and just what big part it plays in the expectations of our oceans on this earth, as we're 75% water upon the earth. It made me wonder. I didn't read anything yet though, but I wonder what kind of expectations this supermoon had on the tides. For example, with it being so much more close, how it impacted certain things like that, or the environment itself. But yeah, without it, we wouldn't exist.
Oh, well, we're going to enjoy this moon and all the full moons for the rest of this year and the rest of our lives. So it's like you say, it's something that's there and it'll always be there, and thank God for it being there.
That's right. And you know what? You know what's incredible about it, too? Is man set foot on it. So if we can go to it and we can set foot on it, then we can get through this world crisis and this pandemic.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, nice talking to you, and have a great day.
You too, Thanks, appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for listening. Is something kind of unique in lieu of nature of talking about something like the moon. I could go on, like I said, as a freaking geek about the moon and stuff. I love watching it during the day too, because like when you see it during the day in a blue sky with a background, but you see the white moon, like I said, it makes you feel like like in Star Wars, how you can see different planets, or even like the Death Star or something like that. It's that kind of idea of seeing an object like that in the sky. Like I said, it makes you feel a little bit different about the expanse of space, and so on and so forth. And not to mention too, just in the idea of certain things about the moon. I could talk about it, and I could have a whole entire show about it, but we won't. But we do have a good show for you here as we're rounding out the 7 o'clock hour. Stay tuned, because when we come back from our break, we'll be talking with Galen, Life South Community Blood Centers. Might even bring up the moon with him, and talk a little bit of something else going on as we make our way through this Wednesday, this hump day here. So stay tuned. You're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source, WOCA, Ocala. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Chris Foster. Deaths in the United States from the new coronavirus are approaching 13.